Hey guys, and I'm back with the review of the game today between Grimsby and Bromley, and it did come out as a win for the Mariners, 1-0 over Bromley. A very scrappy game, I felt like this was. Town not playing at the best. Uh, in the first half, marginally better than Bromley, and uh, it felt like two teams that didn't really want to make any mistakes. But again, in the second half, we didn't really create enough. We've Charles Burnham went off in the second half in the first half with an injury, and we also lost Kieran Green in the game as well for a second bookable offence. I did see the first foul, which was a yellow card. The second one was a really silly foul that he didn't need to make. And like I said, if you don't want to get caught with that, don't give the referees a chance to make decisions, those kind of decisions. But I'll just take you through who we started. Pretty much unchanged, actually, from last time out against Barrow. Jake Eastwood in goal, Denver Hume, Cam Janet, Harvey Rogers, Terrell Warren, George McEachran, Charles Burnham, Evan Corey, Kieran Green, Jason Van Thorsen, and Danny Rose started for the Mariners today. And the match was so bitty. Definitely the better side in the first half, without really creating all that much. We didn't really create too much in that first half, but again, we have periods of playing the ball around nicely. Will I turn around and say we played well today? No, we didn't. We didn't play that well today. The fans, I thought, were great. You know, that we kept singing along and kept doing all that, but the overall play was just blah. I would say it was kind of like get the job done, and it was difficult to say either side deserved to win that. And in the first half, it was basically not many chances. They were at a premium, and neither side looked like scoring. I think that they put Jake Eastwood probably had to make more saves than their keeper. We had 10 shots, 3 on target. Didn't feel like that. One thing, Bromley had 16 shots and only 2 on target, and the 2 that they did have target, to be fair, Jake Eastwood did a great job saving them. I was talking to someone next to me who was saying if we'd have not got that penalty, we probably wouldn't have won the game. And I agree. I don't think we did quite enough to win the game, but I do want to give the defence a lot of credit for this. They didn't really dive in. They blocked really solidly. We were always sort of in the way when Bromley tried to get the shots off in general, which was good. It was good to see. It's good to have a clean sheet. Was it a good performance? No, but a win's a win. And then, like I said, they had a great chance just after Danny's penalty. I'll talk about the penalty decision. From where I was, I couldn't tell, but apparently it looked like it was a shove or a push. The referee did have a second just to think before he did, and he gave it, and Danny Rose right in the corner. Cracking penalty, no chance for the keeper. And it was a perfect way to come out of half time. Again, it was kind of like an even second half start, and weren't really creating much up to that point, and then obviously got the decision of the penalty, and you're thinking, right, go on, try and kill them off, try and kill this team off. I think a second goal would have killed it off completely, but then we kind of reverted to type a little bit. Bromley then came into the game. They made 2 quick substitutions, which really did turn the game in Bromley's favour. To be honest, for at least 20 minutes, they looked the more likely. They had a good chance just after the goal by Danny, which I said, Michael Cheek, who I said would be a handful for them. That obviously, it was a free header, but it just went over the top of Eastwood's goal. Going back just a little bit to the first half, we did have the opening 2 or 3 minutes flurry, where we very easily could have scored. But again, going back into the second half, again, I think McEachran did well today, as did Evan Corey. He got man of the match in the end. I thought Evan had a solid game. Again, no one played amazing, no one played outstanding. But sorry enough, then after about 75 minutes, Bromley's pressure sort of started to subside a bit, because they weren't able to score, luckily, from the early changes, and then Kieran, like I said, giving away that stupid foul. That is something that we have to iron out as well, is where we're giving free kicks away. You really are giving teams chance. They did hit the bar, in injury time it was, in fact, and boy did we get away with one. And that's what happens. It was all sort of all hands on deck when Kieran got sent off, which means Kieran will miss Carlisle next week. But it is likely to happen because Kieran is not afraid to put his foot in, go in for a tackle. He's not afraid to do that. So I do respect Kieran for that. But you could tell as well that Tam were nervous. I do feel like the confidence is low in them. I think it was just the fact that we were able to scramble over the line, really. Good win. I said in the preview, this result won't necessarily change my opinion. Again, it's about consistency with Grimsby Town. And that's what we need to see more of. Is okay, we've gone and we've got the result, and Danny scored his second or third goals of the season, second goal of the season, I believe, third goal of the season, sorry, and well taken penalty, but I can't say that leaves me with a load of confidence going to Carlisle next week. I think but a win's a win is the positive way to spin on it, and we're actually bang on mid-table. We're actually in 12th after this win, but that's kind of showing you there's nobody in this league that's running away with it. And I'll do a league review over the weekend as well. But obviously this leaves Grimsby in 12th. I won't say a good bounce back, but I'll say a bounce back after disappointment last week. But you still feel like we could concede against anybody. But the lads, to be fair, I will give the defence a credit. It was great to see Doug Tham back on the pitch for a few minutes as well in the second half. That was, especially after Kieran Green got sent off. They brought him on to sort of tighten things up. So overall, not a great performance, but hey, it's a win. It's a win that will be gladly appreciated after the last 2 or 3 games, really. And now it's how we back it up. It's now how we back up this win. I think there is a little bit of realisation coming for Bromley. They're not being poor at all, but you know, after the start they've had, their form's been a little bit patchy, and you know, obviously, is a little bit of realisation also of how tight this league is. And like I said again, there's nobody dominating this league, and there's nobody to fear for anybody in this league. You know, we can all beat everybody else. Every team seems to be able to beat everyone else. And when I go through the league table in the review, you'll see how tight the actual league is. But it's a win. It's I won't say a good win. It's a win. But we now need to, like I said, we need to back that up. The good thing is, the best thing is we've got a clean sheet. And I would take that any day. I would take 1-0s any day of the week if it meant that we were going to get points. So a 1-0 win, nothing to really write home about, but a response from last week's defensive debacle and a much more compact defensive performance. Sees the Mariners with that 1-0 win. If you were at Blundell Park this past game, of course, there was 6,115. So around about 6,000 fans were in for Grimsby, and just over 100, I think, for Bromley. And credit, you know, to that. The crowd were fantastic, and they won. We didn't expect, you know, it to be as well. It wasn't comfortable, but we didn't expect it to be the way it was. But if you were at the game and you didn't see me, but you do have an opinion on the game, and you know, what do you think of that? Like I said, I don't think it's anything to get overexcited about, because it was a sketchy last 10 minutes or so, you know. But a win's a win. Let me know down below what you thought, and if you were at the game, your feeling of it and the atmosphere around the ground. And I will be back with a league review as well as it's another week off for the Mariners, so I will be back with a preview for the Carlisle game, which takes place on next Saturday. But if you were at the game today, let me know what you guys thought. This is you guys' channel. You tell me what you honestly thought. Keep supporting, keep commenting. I will get to your comments. I never miss one of them. I'm always reading them and responding if I can. So do like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Let me know how you feel after this win. To me, the win's the win. So we'll take it and we'll move on. And now it's down to backing it up. So like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Up the Mariners. We got one. Can we back it up? I'll see you soon. Ta-ra, bye-bye.